actually have this 1v1 down to himself, the first one for the team.
First one for his career in Clash Royale Legation. Gonna start off with a miner. What he can do? Ice Wizard. Slow down each of the hits. Coming with that shovel. Okay, interesting choice here. To the Goblin Hut. He used the Baby Dragon for DDaB0ngTV.
It almost seems like the Spirit Goblin is frozen after the first Spirit thrown. Graveyard, and of course the poison to respond. Even the Zappies.
Just helping out with the Baby Dragon more than anything, because
a bowler from DDaB0ngTV, but a perfect response.
Yeah, against the Zappy, it's absolutely just perfect. And send out one more rock, and with the log, it does the job. Flying Machine, just take care of the bowler, who will definitely not be attacking the Flying Machine. Boulder is a little bit heavy to throw up in the air.
Let's see how DDaB0ngTV responds. It's quite hard after looking at those 6 cards. He can't really damage any with the skeletons from the graveyard, and his airs are not really too powerful against all the ground units from Shift Clan. Gladly, he does have the log to pair up, and poison may be doing a little bit more damage, and this Baby Dragon does a lot so far.
He's gonna get some help from that poison there, and we talked about it earlier. Graveyard poison still a possibility. Not the most meta anymore, but still many people do decide to play and make it work, especially the Korean players. And DDaB0ngTV taking the initiative to take this one up. See what we can do with it.
He's having the slow approach with the bowler. He does have the cycle with the Baby Dragon as well, holding in that graveyard for now. Slowing down the attack with the Ice Wizard, but now P.E.K.K.A. suddenly appears, but P.E.K.K.A. will not really get too close to the bowler, but stopping that with the miner. Great job by Chief Glen.
Okay, so we're going to here. P.E.K.K.A. just able to swipe things down. Zappy's there to counter the Infernal Dragon so well there. Really has no time to just close it down, and P.E.K.K.A. gonna get one swipe. Wise. Mostly about the other team. DDaB0ngTV doing well to react, and now it's gonna get the minor damage from Chief Glen.
Zappies are just slowing down the units so well with all the stun. Poison, of course, to counter the graveyard once again. Just connecting few damages from the skeletons only.
Just gonna bait out the poison and use the poison himself to get the job done.
I think it comes down to DDaB0ng, his next tornado, how effectively he can actually line that up against the P.E.K.K.A. once again. Does have the bowler now, but the Zappies will be the real problem.
Zappies will most likely be summoned once again. As soon as the bowler and the Electro Wizard, Infernal Dragon gets close, but Liner ready to start things up here.
Let's lock it down, and no poison this time to respond, even having the tornado to make sure the Zappies close in together with the Flying Machine. So the Baby Dragon did connect once only, down to 402. So even with the log, you want to connect some more damage.
And it was important, the miner now coming into play. Oh, but it's gonna suddenly go, but
with
the
bowler, the positioning placement from Chief Glen.
Wow, we didn't see that before, and the bowler pushes the miner back to the King's Tower.
Didn't really think through that bowler may have just went down, but activating the King Tower down to 643. Very close, but maybe a little bit more painful now. Taking less damage from the miner.
Miner still down to 154.
DDaB0ng does have the poison, and this poison from Chief Glen is not enough to take it down, so DDaB0ng does take the win.
19 HP, you can see it right there. Was the difference between the two players, and DDaB0ngTV get the victory by the closest margin with that last poison being cast. We're gonna find out. Second game could be the last one. If DDaB0ngTV wins out this one against Chief Glen, there's the Giant and the Rascal being banned out. We don't know what's gonna be in play, but DDaB0ng starts off heavy as he puts down the Elixir Collector here.
Ooh. Miner does not come to the Collector, goes straight to the tower.
He's gonna use a poison instead to chip it down, but that's gonna be even trade throughout, and you're not really getting much out of that.
Gets a dash out from the Bandit, so that's about an even trade, I would say. Zappy's once again. Let's see if it's the same deck.
This against the Royal Ghost is going to take a couple of hits. Get one more hit, and it's going to take 3 hits actually. So a lot of Pence's Tower hits taken in.
Yeah.
3 Musketeers. It's going to be the answer for DDaB0ngTV.
Of course, the moment you see the Elixir Collector, you do kind of expect it. And the Royal Ghost respond from Chief Glen does have a lot, and even P.E.K.K.A being dropped, but the tower is getting some damage.
Okay, starting off here. Royal Ghost doing a good job on the right side. Getting down to 1670.
DDaB0ngTV has lots of solutions against that P.E.K.K.A. He has the P.E.K.K.A pull, the Goblins, the Ice Spirit. He can delay the P.E.K.K.A forever.
Ice Golem is so good for that one, and gonna get where it needs the most. See the Goblin. Someone there, not even the Spear Goblin, but just regular Goblin on that occasion. All the cards now revealed for Chief Glen, and now has to just compensate for that Elixir Collector once again. See what he can do this time.
P.E.K.K.A is sealed and locked unless Chief Glen has a major elite Elixir lead here. Even if he has an Elixir lead, I think by throwing down the P.E.K.K.A he may just lose it. So maybe he'll just have to keep that in all this time. Just use the minor poison effectively enough to do some damage and finish off the right bottom tower, as only 714 left now.
714 as you say, but still the 3 Musketeers ready to take things down, and right tower looks very vulnerable now.
That's it, Zappy already gone. Ghost already locks onto the damage. Musketeer taking out damage source from the back. So not too bad of a trade for Chief Glen, also dropping the Zappies once again.
See this come up, Flying Machine.
But only 266, so DDaB0ngTV he has lost this one already. A minor hit with the poison would just finish the game here.
Catch it with the Bandit. Still gonna be a low health, but Log to finish him off, and Chief Glen now collects his first victory in this 1v1 format. It's gonna go on to game 3, decided with a Bren Esports, especially for LPG Skeleton and Bren Esports. We got one more series after this one, but for these 2 teams, it will be the one to decide the winner. LPG Skeleton, Bren Esports, who will be the winner? Minor to start off, very similar decks now, as we see very much Goblin Hut being thrown down on both sides. Poison being planted down just to destroy the Flying Machine and the Goblin Hut. A little bit of time here. Zappy style being used by DDaB0ngTV. Taking a page out of the playbook for Chief Glen.
Very similar one from Chief Glen game 2.
Wow, it's gonna be literally the same deck though. Let's see. Zappies.
We'll see some variations. It is not the Flying Machine all the time.
Okay. Royal Ghost, he's here. I'm telling you, this just might be a very similar, if not the same deck. Getting the Minor now. Now, 5 cards. That looks almost similar. And the Flying Machine. Hey!
We'll see. We still have 5 more, Joel.
There we go.
Gotta wait for those question marks.
There you go. But damage being done by the Minor very nicely by DDaB0ngTV. Flying Machine getting swiped out.
If you place it right all the way to the left or the right, it will kind of act like an Hog Rider because it has a wide range and just do straight damage to the towers.
See the P.E.K.K.A. See if this becomes similar. That's a hard one to copy off the books here. 660 on the right side tower now as the Spear Goblins coming out of that Goblin Hunt each and every time. It's gonna be the P.E.K.K.A. mirrored once again, and we might get exactly the same deck. G-Cliff.
Let's wait a little bit more. Because we do have the Log Zappies slowing them down. The poison is the real deal. And the Minor on the back.
Gets the extra swipe here and looking very good. 261
in
down
the meantime,
to 187.
so much damage done onto the right tower though.
Gonna get that free tower, no problem there. Chief Glen just focusing on getting the P.E.K.K.A. through, but gets no swipe in the end. So if we see the Log coming in from Chief Glen, it will be exactly the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Very likely by now. The reason why Chief Glen didn't really use it was because he was using the poison. Didn't really waste any elixirs because he was losing his own tower already. Now this push down to the last 30 seconds. He does need to come back. Poison dropped already. The miner doing some damage, and the log final card revealed. But the poison so much more effective for DDaB0ng.
Okay. See the Zappies now trying to slow down.
And a major value on that log as well.
Charge coming through. Rogos.
Even with the miner, just not enough time. Poison, he needs something like a rocket right now, but does not have it.
Okay, it's gonna be out of cards in DDaB0ngTV. Another victory in that 1v1, and single-handedly carries his team to another Korea victory as OPG Skeleton picks up the win against Bren Esports.
They lost.